smoking is cool when you're hooked on it. I mean, there's a certain satisfaction that comes with that. But there's the residuals aren't worth it, because I'm living proof of that. Somebody want to use my breather? You can use my breather. From that point on, you get addicted to it. You don't think you get addicted to it. When you take that, you inhale for the first time and you cough, your body's trying to tell you something. And sometimes you just don't listen. When I was younger, I used to be able to go backpacking in the mountains. And I'd run out of my cigarettes after about 2 or 3 days. And we'd be up there for a couple of weeks. And I would be okay with that. But when I came down off the mountain, I went and had a cigarette again. All that stuff just made it worse and worse for me. Made it harder to think about quitting. You see, I don't believe in preaching about cigarettes. I think the worst thing for people who smoke is the people who say, oh, that's terrible, who have quit, and preach about it. I'm happy for those people that are still happy smoking, and I hope they quit. If you were here and you were having a cigarette, I probably wouldn't say anything to you unless you said something to me, and then I would let you know how I quit smoking. Having a coach is a weird thing. The first thing I thought was, I don't need somebody to give me that pep talk who, when they're done with me, they're going to give a pep talk to somebody else. They care enough to help one person at a time, and that helped. I don't know why, but that helped. Well, this is what I did. Okay, the first couple of days I was supposed to put on the patches, and I didn't do it. I didn't put the patches on, because I figured if I can make it 2 days without the patches, when I put the patches on, that's going to make it easier. Well, Sonia talks to, I'm sure, more than one person at a time. And she has to have enough to sort of size you up, I guess, to figure out who you are and how to talk to you. Well, everything that Sonia said to me, helped me. And she let me know that there was, you're going to have to think about something else sometimes when the urge gets bad and stuff like that. She let me know that there was going to be those urges, and I certainly probably knew it myself, but knowing that there was somebody else that could tell me and help me through it, I think that helped more than it. With her saying that she's heard that before, that yeah, this is going to be rough, but you'll get through this, and this is going to be rough, and you're going to get through this. It gives you some hope on the end of it, which that since she's been through it with other people, and possibly herself, that it helped. It helped a lot. Sometimes, when you're really feeling like you want a cigarette, and you've been trying to make it through the day, and you just might make yourself go to bed just to sleep, so you don't think about smoking. When you wake up, or you need a new patch, and you got to put that on. Sometimes when they call up at the very beginning, you want to say, "What in the hell do you want?" And by the time that you're done with the conversation, they've helped you through a certain portion of the time that you're going through your withdrawal. And that alone is worth a lot. Well, my family, as far as the support has been, my family's been great, starting off with my wife. She wants to say, "Oh, I'm so proud of you," and you don't want to hear that. You're just not smoking. That's all you're not doing. And then she'll tell somebody else, and you say, "Don't tell anybody." You don't want anybody else to know, because you don't know how long you're going to last, if you're going to make it for the next hour or the next day. Don't tell anybody about it, because what if I slip? I think my granddaughter's saying, "You're not smoking anymore." Because they learn that in school and stuff like that. They're brainwashed good. Smoking is bad, so don't do it. 14 pounds here. Gained 14 pounds. Not up here. All down here. But now, after 3 months, I'm not eating as much. And that's helping me. And if I lose about 5 or 10 pounds, that'll be enough. I'll be okay. It's worth it. It's worth the weight gain to have that little piece of candy or that popsicle or whatever you want to use to help you out. It's worth it in the long run. I'm glad my doctor told me about it, and I'm glad that my helpmate, I guess you could say, was there to talk to me on the phone. It really helped, even though I thought it wasn't going to. It really helped. I'm just hoping for the day that I don't even think about it at all. And it doesn't bother me to smell smoke from somebody else. And after 3 months, I'm pretty close to it. And that makes me feel good. Even if you don't think you need it, even if you think, well, that's BS, I don't need that. I don't need somebody who I don't know to tell me how I'm going to feel. Any support that you can get, and this helpline is definitely support, is well worth it in the quest to try to quit smoking. It's just, I feel that it's somewhat necessary in its own little way, that you have to have it. Because you just go through those feelings and those people help you out. It's on the other end of the phone. So when you make your mind up that you're going to quit, make sure that you use that smoker's helpline. Make sure that you have the patches for the nicotine or whatever the doctor might say that you need. And use everything to its fullest so you don't backslide, because you have to start all over again and it's not worth it. It took a doctor for me. I hope it doesn't take a doctor for other people, because that's going too far. Each day that I don't smoke is a better day for me.